Hey everybody, what's going on? Juan here, welcome back to the channel. You may have seen in my previous video, I did a pickups video for everything that we bought at PAX West and other events throughout our trip to Seattle, Washington. And in this video, we're gonna go one step further because we're gonna be talking about 7 awesome indie games that I played during PAX West, the It at Xbox event, and the Media Indie Exchange. So that's all going to be happening in this video right here, but we're also going to be having another video, part 2, where we're going to be talking about PAX itself in 3 parts. The first thing is the things that I loved about PAX, the second one being the things that surprised me about the event, and then for the final one, we're going to be talking about the things that disappointed me or that I did not necessarily enjoy all that much as part of the PAX weekend. So without further ado, my friends, let's get to talking about some of these games, shall we? And the first one was something that I had seen before the event. I saw the trailer for this game, but I got a chance to play it not once, but twice, and I am talking about Boyfriend Dungeon. This comes to us from Kid Fox Games, and as you can see, it's a dungeon hack and slash game, but get this, and hear me out, you actually get to date your weapons. Yes, but not how you think. That's very dangerous. Let's go back now. So the weapons are actually portrayed as human beings as well, and you can date them, you can talk to them, you can go to the food court, you can go in front of a lake or an ocean or something, you can talk to them, and then based on that interaction, maybe, certain things go up. Talking about the points, it's very hard to do this without, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Based on what I played, I gotta say I'm very excited to play way more of Boyfriend Dungeon because first of all, I like the graphical style and the top-down view. It reminded me a little bit of Transistor, which is the game that came out after Bastion, and that's a pretty good comparison. And when it comes to the combat system, it's pretty simplistic, but in a pretty good way. You have a quick attack, you have a stronger attack, you deal with waves of enemies, and as you can see, you basically go to traditional places, at least based on what I played, but when you go to a mall or something, that's actually the dungeon of the game. So if you go to the food court, that's when you get to go on a date. So I don't know, and I would love to know what the conversation was that led to the development of this game, but I love the name, Boyfriend Dungeon. I love what it's all about. I love the fact that I'm not really into dating games, like I haven't really played those, so I guess I can't say whether I'm into those or not, but hey, apparently in 2019, I am going to be getting into one, and that game is Boyfriend Dungeon. And now getting to my second favorite game that I played at PAX West. This is called Gone Viral, and it was showcased at the Indie Mega Booth, and I had no idea this game existed. I was casually walking by, checking out the different games. All of a sudden, the developer asks me, hey, do you want to check this out? And the first thing he tells me is, okay, first off, I'm not going to tell you how to play the game. And I was like, wait a minute, kid, this is a little weird. Then he pulls out a notepad and he says, okay, so the game does have a tutorial. If there's something that you don't think works or that you're still not too clear of, let me know so I can actually write that down as something that I need to work on. Not only do I get to check this game out, I actually have an influence about something that could change. And I could see he had a bunch of notes from different people that had played the game throughout the event. This comes to us from Skullbot Games, and the reason that it's called Gone Viral is that, much like Smash TV, this is a video game show where you want to get some followers, you want to get people to know you and love you, want your autographs and tattoos on their chest about you, and you go to this dungeon, and it's very much Diablo-esque, a little bit like Champions of Noroth, a lot of these games that I love to play, so I was very motivated to check this out and actually completed the entire demo. And I'll be real, the developer was right next to me, so at first I was a little afraid that, what if I don't like this game? And I have to be honest about that, but hey, guess what? I completed it. And you have a progression system. You can get different hearts, you can get coins, which you can then invest in a shop for additional items and stuff like that. There's multiple boss battles. There's like an arena where if you complete it, you get bonus items that can be good for you, but they can be bad as well. And this is a pretty good video game when there was actually a small crowd of people behind me as I played the game, which, I had the pressure of, I'm usually pretty bad at video games. I'm usually pretty bad at them. So I was like, no, am I doing bad because of the game or because of me? But no, I was actually doing pretty decent. So it's not often I can say I was good at a video game, and Gone Viral, I like you, and I really, really do want to play that game. I can confirm right now that when it does come out, I will be playing it and covering it right here on Epic JC. The third game that I'm going to be talking about is a game that I played at the Mix, which is the Media Indie Exchange, and the game is called Shadow Brawlers. And this one comes to us from Inca Games. It is a party action game where you actually use the shadows to and against you. So you can play with up to 4 players, and it is a brawler very much like Smash Brothers, but it's one-hit kill. So what happens is, say you spawn in the white area, but you're currently black, then everybody can see you. So you can actually press a button, and then you're white, and then you blend with the background. But with every little footstep, maybe there's some dust on the floor, maybe you move a chair that gives away your position. Imagine 2 people doing that at the same time, or even worse, imagine 4 people doing that at the same time. So it's like hide and go seek mixed with Super Smash Brothers. You put those 2 together, and I had a hell of a time. I actually played this against Taino, and at first I was like, okay, I'll do pretty good, but then we started one-upping each other, and the way that it was set up, it was that the first person that got 10 points or won 10 rounds would win the game. So it was I won 1, he won 1, I won 1, he won 1, and we actually got all the way to 9 points apiece. So that last game, you even saw the person there, I'm not sure if he was the developer, but he was just looking at that like, I don't know what's going to be happening. This is the first time that I see such a back and forth thing. And I think that it's going to be an excellent game to stream or to play with friends, because even if you're not playing, you're wondering, oh, where is he? What's going to be his strategy? And the fact that it's so simple means that anybody, whether you're a gamer or not, you can pick it up and play. Maybe you die a couple of times, but you know the mechanics. So I don't really know if they're planning on adding any additional features. Obviously, there will be more stages into the game, but based on what I played, Shadow Brawlers, I like you as well, buddy, and I look forward to playing you in early 2019. And now talking about my 4th favorite game at PAX West, that is Remilore, Lost Girl in the Lands of Lore. What's cool about this one is that it is a top-down quirky game for up to 2 players. But not only does it have Diablo elements, I got a bit of a Power Stone vibe. So Power Stone is one of my favorite games for the Sega Dreamcast. It also has a re-release in the PSP with the Power Stone collection. And in that game, you could pick up all sorts of crazy and wacky weapons around the place. And this is a Korean-developed game that does give you options like that, so you're not stuck with one weapon. I mean, I used to broom for most of the demo. You get to play as these 2 specific characters, and the cool thing is that according to the developer, you actually get to unlock all sorts of abilities that basically have a very unique individual on the inside. This game's scheduled for release on winter 2018 for the PS4, Xbox One, Steam, and the Nintendo Switch, and better yet, I actually got to play the Nintendo Switch version. I gotta say, performance pretty good, because I know when we talk about third-party releases and you go to the Switch, it's like, wait a minute, is it going to be any good? So far, Remilore, I like you as well. I like a lot of things in this video. Continuing with the topic of party games, at number 5, we have ourselves Thunder Rally, and it's a party game for up to 8 people. And I gotta say, this is like Fusion Frenzy meets Twisted Metal. Not only do you get to play these different mini games in these different stages where the ultimate goal is to eliminate the other cars, when you're eliminated, you actually get to be around the stage and you throw these dynamites and explosives to make sure that everybody else has a frustration-free time while playing Thunder Rally. And it's super fun because they actually had it set up for 8-player play, and I won one of those. I won! I don't know if the developer looked at me and he felt sad and they had that happen, but no, I actually won and I felt pretty good about it. So Thunder Rally, the best thing is that if you want to check it out, you can check it out right now, because there is a demo available right now on Steam. Right now. Right now. Moving on to number 6, we're going to be talking about Super Retro Maker, and this is a game that I also played at the It at Xbox event. And if you like Little Big Planet and you like Super Mario Maker, I think you're going to like this one quite a bit, because you get to create stages and people get to play them. You can share them, and I love the graphical style. It has this 3D, 2D perspective. It reminds me a lot of the early Mega Man games in the NES, and apparently you can also create mini games. You can get a lot more information about the game over on their website, which is superretromaker.com. They still don't have a release date for the game, but hopefully we get our hands on it within the next year. And the last games as part of the games that I liked at PAX West, at lucky number 7, we have ourselves Bloodroots. This comes to us from Paper Call Games, and we played this a lot at the Mix. And the best thing is that the person showcasing the game was actually the level designer. So my wife, Nicole, she was the one that was playing it primarily. So I'd be talking to the developer, asking questions about how they actually lay out the levels. And hopefully I wasn't too annoying, but I truly am fascinated by the behind-the-scene aspects of games like this. And this is a violent game that's due out in 2019. It has fast-paced gameplay, it has excellent visuals, and while talking to the level designer, we actually went back and forth talking about maybe inspirations, like what truly inspires them to not just create Bloodroots, but the world around it, you know, the characters, the models. And when they talked about different characters in video games and cartoon shows that inspired the look, I'm like, of course, like I can get this and that. And when you combine it together, it's a really great game. It also has these cutscenes that whenever you're about to finish a battle, much like in Batman Arkham Asylum, you know, it had like this slow motion animation letting you know that this battle concluded. With this game, they actually give you like a close-up of the ending moments of that battle, looking super violent and super cool. And I just got great vibes from Bloodroots, and based on what I've read online, it seems like I'm not the only person because a lot of people loved it. So look out for this one in 2019. And those right there were the main games that I loved during my time at PAX West. But we are not done yet, my friends, because we finished talking about 7 awesome indie games, which, by the way, go to the comment section of the video. Let me know which was your favorite. But now you can go check out the second part of the video where we're going to be talking about PAX, the It at Xbox event, the Media Indie Exchange, and it's all going to be divided into 3 topics: the things that I liked, the things that surprised me, and the things that disappointed me a little bit. And don't forget, you can hit the subscribe button, give me that thumbs up right now for this video, and then check out part 2. So the epic journey definitely continues right now. Click. I don't know where the button's on screen right now for you. Could be on the left, could be on the right, but click it. Check out the other awesome stuff that happened during that weekend.